State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa26. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. Looking for blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Maryland's offense will get the first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking,
he's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give is to Smith. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Washington. Got him downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first at the 31-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Catch in the middle, it's Webb. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the
touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense set on first down. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. He's taking the shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple of weeks.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Going to look downfield again. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Roberts.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw. It's Washington. Makes the catch. It's Manning. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Manning. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying.
There he goes! Jumped on top of the pile.
That's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Blasted as he lets it go. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Terrapins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Terrapins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to advance on the football.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Quickly to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They're going to ride this running back. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Porter. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. This offense has been sluggish sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Roberts. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that 1st and Dave. There's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that 1st down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, uniting the crowd.
The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Off play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To throw, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. He will signal for the fair catch after a disastrous punt. This is great news coming up for the offense. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And the Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you know they're going to go for it again on 4th down. At least you think they are, because early in this game, we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple 4th downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Washington. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 18 over SMU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
The offense will stop the timeouts. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Turns it loose. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to... Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hit. Could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Great place to start for this offense. Going to the running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Pulls it in. It's Peoples. Good call. Good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
34, Ohio State, 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off play action on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Webb. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Trying play action. Under fire. He'll pull it down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air. It's Washington. Got it in the middle. It's Manning. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious. They've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
With the catch, it's Manning. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Back to pass. It's Sayin. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the